No, yeah, it is recording. Okay. And so now I'll play some fun noises.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. They love casting spells.
Oh dear.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. That sounds like a dope game. Like I would definitely be excited to join a campaign where like we're the Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Like that sounds awesome.
Bunny Gang, and I think I like mine better.
Oh, ooh, both. It could be both. It could be a Bunny Money Gang. Like this is just sounding like we're making an amazing RPG like right off the bat.
Okay, that should be our topic. The Shadow Wizard Bunny Money Gang.
All right. Well,
This is a fun topic for like.
hold on. I'm gonna change the discussion document right now. Random design item. Shadow Wizard Money Bunny Gang. All right. Excellent. That'll be good because we have so many fun things. Is Twitch not responding yet? What are we? I don't know. Thank you. Hey, thank you for checking.
Okay, we exist. I can
Nice.
my head though.
That's strange. Only your head?
Oh, it's because like you're the most important.
Well, maybe.
I mean, that's just usually not how it.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. I want to see. I want. How? Fey design course.
Help if I sent you a screenshot. I don't know if it helps.
No, I'm gonna just go look at the channel myself. How is it just your head? No, it looks like it's everything. I'm seeing everybody. There's a weird delay. Yeah, no, that was me recently just making that thing and jerking my head. Yeah, no, that's okay. No, we're good. I don't know what's going on with your Twitch though. Okay, well we'll assume for the purposes. Ostensibly, this is going to be a podcast at some point, and people won't even be seeing any of all the stuff we're doing visually anyway. So.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're showing me a preview of us, which was apparently just my head because I'm a top.
Ah. Well, at least it's centered well. It's a win. All right. Well.
So yeah, I guess we should introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Before the Shadow Bunny Money
Yes.
Shadow Mage.
Shadow Wizard. Shadow Wizard Bunny Money Bunny. I don't know if it's Bunny Money or Money. We're gonna work that out at the end. We're gonna work that out at the end.
We're not shopping yet.
Okay. I'm Mike Myler. I'm a tabletop RPG designer and editor of Insider and many other things. And yep, I'm one of the hosts of the show. And this is another host of the show. But first, because I now have the soundboard, I can give them a proper introduction. Oh, no, wait. I should probably say that after. This is Akeem Favor, everybody. There we go. Saved. Saved.
Hello. I am Akeem Favor, also TTRPG designer. I've worked with Ian Publishing and Action Fiction, and now I'm gonna cue it up for Mike to do the button press one more time
Okay.
as I pass it to Zan.
Savannah Broadway. Yeah. Woo.
Savannah Broadway, you can call me Zan, but let's face it, Savannah Broadway's a better pin name. And
It's pretty good. It's like two different. It's not like it's like Savannah's a location, Broadway is a location, and type of location. Like you're getting a lot out of mileage out of that. You're getting a lot of mileage out of that. Yeah.
well, and I luckily enough, I came by it honest, so like
That too.
paperwork required.
Yeah.
But in addition to having a classy name, I'm also an RPG writer, editor, developer, chief cook and bottle washer. You can find me over at the Game Pass Gazette, where I am eyeballs deep in pitches because y'all had a very robust response.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Well, Steph wants to go to Japan again, so accept all my pitches. That's all I got. No, mentioning doing business as, I literally went to the bank this morning to go cash this check from Shady Side Academy for like a talk I went and did, and it set out to Mike Myler, which is my pen name, and my doing business as, and like I'm registered with the city of Pittsburgh as the business of Mike Myler, sole proprietorship. Not my actual name, so I couldn't cash it. So now I have to go through all that because I have a pen name. Yep. First time it's happened in 11 years. right?
So what are we talking about today?
I got stuff. But I've been doing a lot of talking. Do you want to talk first? Akeem, do you want to talk about one of my stuffs? You could steal one of my stuffs.
No, for the first one, I do think I just had an update based off of our last podcast where I kind of took everyone's suggestion for um, the game challenge that I had, which was like to make a cheat sheet for my players. So I started working on that. That's been helpful.
Nice. I love hearing that.
Yeah, and then I guess the only other thing is just that my current challenge is that I'm looking for TTRPGs where you play either from two perspectives or play as two characters, because I'm working on a game jam project.
I like what you got.
Sorry.
I feel like I've seen some like indie RPGs that are like a two-player RPG. It had something to do with like being duelists who are flirting with each other through caves. Have to find it.
If you've got another person around and like access to video game devices, there are some like you could probably draw some lessons out of A Way Out, or it's either A Way Out or No Way Out, but it's like a two-player game. Like you need another player to play it, and you're like you get out of prison. And then there's another one called It Takes Two, which is like a platformer, which again will probably be good for ideas. I think it's from the same company. And It Takes Two is also a dope game with a well-written story and great voice performances. I remember it was like it's solid. It's really fucking good. It Takes Two. I can't think of any RPGs that do it specifically though.
I think that like those are good because I knew about those. The ones that the challenge that I'm trying to hit is to make a game where you play from two different perspectives as a player. So, like for instance, if it's the three of us, technically each one of us would have two characters, but we would only use one in one setting and then the other in the other setting.
Fucking
Rival groups or
there's a new Warhammer 40K game like this, where you play as like two different characters, one as like a servant of a space marine or something, and then the other one, fuck, I gotta find it. Ignore me, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I think because someone suggested it to me, like Lancer, where you play both as like the pilot and like the robot, and it would be something similar because the general idea is that it's inspired by Shin Megami Tensei and like Digital Devil Saga, that sort of thing, where you play as human and like the demon in this case. But like that's just like in general. That's also my working project, so I'll stop my mouth there.
Okay. All right. Okay. What do I got? I got three things. 100 Acre Hell is available now. If anybody was like, "Oh wow, I really wanted to play Fucked Up Winnie the Pooh," that you can do that. You can do that for 5e or 5.5e or D&D 24 or Level Up or Old School Essentials or Shadow of the Demon Lord on Roll20 or on Foundry VTT Marketplace, but not on Drive-Thru RPG yet. I don't know why. Soon, I'm sure Legendary Games will release it. Yeah. E-Insider 5 Dragons is out. It's cool. It's got like an elite dragon assistant, right? Yeah, she's pretty cool. Her name's Calavandra. I like that article a lot. And then like you save a dragon egg from weird gourmands. So it's like a heist/chase adventure called Dragon Scramble. Yeah, it's a solid outing. It's not what you're gonna expect with the dragon issue. I think we did a good job of like providing dragon stuff that isn't already at hand because there's so many fucking dragons and so many books about dragons. Like, yeah, I think we found a niche.
I do love the idea of like the dragon egg being pursued by culinary ne'er-do-wells.
Yes.
I was working on a setting that was the working title was spiders and souffles, and it's where you were drow running a restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Trying to make money so you don't get murdered by the drow mafia for all the outstanding debt you inherited. And kidnapping a dragon egg sounds exactly
it was a good pitch, and like yeah, Andrew did a great job executing it. It's solid. Yeah, and then my Epic 5e Advancement Evolved stuff. I'm almost at the point where it's ready for playtesting. Like I did all the number crunching, and I revised the like player-facing part of the document, and added the stuff that needed added. And yeah, should have groups going soon, which I'm stoked. Yeah, that's what's up in my wheelhouse. What about you? You got pitches that you're gonna approve. You got to approve all 10 or 11 of the pitches I sent you, and then also.
So, exactly. Would say that they're
Also, yes,
but
we should point out that yeah, we are
I suspect,
we do
considering
blind
some of
pitching.
the things that you pitched in the past, I would have some suspicions.
I did do a cheap shot. I was like, hey, we should do a thing about this organization that you wrote about and invented for to save a kingdom.
I'm like, who would know about that? In the specific, I wonder.
Yeah. Like I said, I gotta get her to Japan. So
Well, the odds be ever in your favor.
yes, we just and again to be clear, we blind pitches. The insider blinds pitches. GPG blinds pitches. I don't know who's pitching what until afterwards, and I've scored them all. And I think you're doing the same process, so it's not like I can actually get a leg up, which is unfortunate. Anyway, what else are you doing other than that? Anything cool?
So right now I'm running a Memories of Holdenshire game.
Oh.
I'm actually running two of them both on Sundays.
Ah.
Not confusing at all. But anyway, I'm running one of those, and for the record, that's a Ian Publishing, the Hobbit to Save a Kingdom's Lord of the Rings.
That's a good way of putting it.
And basically, you all wake up with limited amnesia and are trying to figure out what's been going on for the past several months. And in this case, the PC's next session are planning to run a low-stakes heist. And considering how big the stakes are generally in heists, I am prepared to be wildly entertained. Because in this case, it's the rival for one of the PCs that has been written in. The player decided that he was the one who won the annual archery tournament every year. And so we decided to run with it, and it's like, oh well, if he wins the archery contest this year, he's going to use it as an excuse to propose to the girl that he's sweet on. And she just doesn't realize how much of a jerk face he is. So we have to sabotage his chance at the archery contest. This lady.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to are they gonna sabotage his bow? Are they gonna lightly poison him? Because they don't want to kill him is the thing. He's not evil. He's maybe a petty crook who doesn't need personal connections to the town sheriff. But he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, and they're heroes.
Rivals.
Yeah.
So what are they going to get up to? So I'm wondering if I should make it should I play it up Ocean's 11 style? The GPG has an article called Perilous Challenges, which is basically exploration challenges but for a heist.
Okay.
And I'm really tempted to just pick on the Mission Impossible music and make this epic.
It sounds like it's gonna be pretty dope. Yeah. Shit.
It has overall been good. The game's had a lot of those serendipity things that end up making good story. One character was trying to get his memories back via talking to the town blacksmith, and I accidentally got character's wires crossed, and he's supposed to be very curmudgeonly, and instead he was really nice to this guy, and I'm like, he thought you were bros. Do you think he might have had a thing for you actually? Because he's never this nice to me. And so now they have a date. And now I'm going to have to write out his wife, who appears later in the adventure. It's fine.
I mean, you could still have a wife. It's just be.
They could just be a happy polyamorous being.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, they walked into the general store, and the problem with writing a prequel to an adventure after the adventure's been written is that sometimes it's like, oh, you know exactly who's running this stall, and this shop, but this one like got lost in translation or was added afterwards,
Yeah.
and it's like, you'll run Samuel and Sons, and I'm like, she has an enormous beehive hairdo. Throw it out there. The player's not so invested, and it's like, how did she do this hair? Did she hide something in the beehive hair? Did she not? See what you know about her. So I ended up having to like ad lib a bunch of like, this isn't her actual hair. It's a wig over a wicker frame, and she could probably hide something under it. But like you can see, it's bobby pinned down real good. So like she's not murdering anybody with what's in there.
How big are the bobby pins?
If we have a magic setting, we can have bobby.
I was asking how big are the bobby pins.
Oh,
Yeah, hairpins for weapons is an awesome part of history that I wish was included in books when I went to school.
it's very true. This person, the way it was described, did not have enough hair for like real big hairpins, and that's why they had to like.
I got you. I got you.
So sometimes you got improvised. Though, fun fact: in real life, you can get ace bandage wrapped around your head, fill your body with.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. Someone who doesn't actually have a whole lot of hair under here. Very helpful. But yeah, that's my gameness. Looks like number 2 is favorite new project that is not ours.
Yes. I got two. I got Cipher System is on Backer Kit. If you're not familiar with Cipher System, it's by Monte Cook. Sean K. Reynolds is in the mix there too. It's pretty cool. I haven't gotten to play it yet. I want to, and I will eventually, and then probably convert some stuff into it because, yeah. From what I've heard, it's really solid and has like a lot of narrative mechanics built into the gameplay, which.
The ciphers, like themselves, are basically like limited use magic items that kind of get thrown at you every game. You can only have so many of them on you, so you're encouraged to use them a lot. Which, you know, as a video game player who hangs on to literally everything, was a difficult lesson to learn. But I played a long going campaign.
Yeah, it's like
Is this cipher like a second edition?
I don't know. I think it's just a re-release with some like streamlined books or something. But it's already funded and launched like I don't know 3 hours ago. They got like $100,000. I'm sure it'll go over $1 million. Yep. Hire me to write stuff, and I will play that game and learn more about it properly.
They describe it faster, easier, and even better.
Oh, is it new edition? Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll check that out. And I need to get on the Mutants Mastermind still, but I gotta finish this epic stuff before any of that happens. And then What's Old is New, which is a game that I worked on, but I don't profit from. It's an Ian Publishing book that I did work on. Fuck, me and Mike worked on that like 5 or 6 years ago. But yeah, finally getting to bestiary. Like there was like monsters and animals and NPCs in each of the core books, but this will collect them all together and add a whole bunch more. So, if you enjoyed old or now or new, pay heed. Yeah, that's all we got for favorite new projects.
The only one that I.
Oh, you got something? What you got?
Oh, I was
Say I'm Japanese, so take it away, Keith.
the only new thing that I have has been Shiver, like the RPG expansion for Shiver called Shiver Corporate. It's supposed to be this game where you play as an unpaid intern dealing with unimaginable nightmares every day, or as you call them, coworkers, which is from like their Kickstarter. And like from what I'm gathering, it's basically you work for kind of one of those like evil companies that has like a whole bunch of horrible things happening. And the artwork for it has been very interesting, just kind of like scrolling through their Kickstarter, which ends I think in 2 days, August the 28th. And it's supposed to be a dark horror comedy.
Howdy, interns. I'm Safety Squirrel, Cornwell Consolidated's incompetent AI. Let me help you try to survive your new 9 to 5. could I make it any better?
And it just looks so weird and unique that I was super interested because I saw like the little promo when I was scrolling through Instagram, and I was like, oh, this looks cool. And it also makes me interested in like the original Shiver, because like this one is like an expansion of their original game. So now I want both. But it's interesting just because it had like interesting die mechanics where you have archetype dice. So like instead of numbers, it's basically you roll the dice and they represent different things like grit or luck, or I think one of them is heart. And so like you have to get the right number of die based off of what you're doing in order to succeed. But like for example, if you say I want to kick down the door, you roll your dice. You want 2 grit, you missed it, but you have 2 heart. Maybe somebody just like lets you through. This is just like examples I saw from like someone who played the game, kind of giving like a quick overview that they had on the Kickstarter page. So I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at. They apparently have an All Hallows Eve one shot that is sort of kids on bike flavored. It looks like.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at it because it looks like fun and it looks like super simple. And I'm realizing that for a lot of games, like how complicated a game is also like a barrier to their entry. So like I'm looking for more games that are simple enough that I can get my friends to play them, but also because we're coming up on October, in a month, in that 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, it'll be September. Yeah. Well,
But yeah, I just thought that was cute, and I thought it was also like the very good potential for just being straight scary if you play the base game. So
this does not bode well for another topic of discussion that will be coming up soon.
Yeah.
It does look cool. The artwork's very. Do you guys watch a lot of Adult Swim on Cartoon Network?
No.
Yeah, this reminds me of some of that. It's got that like feel. All right, that's cool. It looks like a this does look like a novel approach to using symbol dice, because like I'm not a fan of fucking Edge of the Empire. I God bless everyone who enjoys it. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. If you fail, then you should fail. If I succeed, let me succeed. Like I don't need any of this other crap. It's just fucking.
I just found that I played it in I think it was Foundry, because then it like translated everything for you. Because my problem is like, okay, I rolled the dice. What does that mean?
Yeah.
and I think like that's another challenge in like game systems. I think where it's just like, oh, okay, if it's significantly easier to play it on a computer system because it does all of the stuff for you, then like there's that little gap of like, if I was playing this at a table, people would be super confused.
Shadowrun's much better online because you don't spend an enormous amount of time counting dice. like
Yeah,
like how many attack? Okay, I make my attack. Okay, well he dodges. Okay, well I hit. Okay, well I roll damage. Okay, well he rolls armor to soak. And like each one of these is us counting out 16 to 20 or 30 dice, and then rolling them, and then counting the like. It's just it takes forever at a table. Huge difference.
and I remember like there was, and I think I might have mentioned this in a previous episode where it was basically like Scion 1E, one of the pantheons that you could play as, their special skill was like they would add dice. So at some point, like if you hit max rank in their like specialty for the pantheon, you'd be rolling up to 40 something dice.
Yeah, this is too much time to just tabulating.
You have one precious life.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, multiple countries have stopped shipping mail to the United States. This includes the United Kingdom and Australia and Japan and others because the the tariff de minimis is over. So anything that is not a gift under $100 gets not mailed. So I don't know how I hope those Shivers dudes are printing something here in the U.S. and have some dice stocked here already or something. You know what I mean? I don't know how that's gonna work.
And just for context for everybody else, I think that they are a UK-based company.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was in pounds. So I was like, well, they're probably not making the dice in the UK. They're probably making the dice in China. I guess if it's shipping from China, that's probably still okay. Did they make the list yet? I know Japan did. I don't know if China did. But yeah.
No, but I do know like the challenge for that thing would be that their backer kit comes with a bunch of extra stuff if you invest a lot. So like there are a bunch of gifts and books and it becomes a big thing. But
Yeah. So.
My skin in the game is that I do a Halloween stitch along every year, and it ships from Norway, I believe.
Norway.
And it's been like, yeah, it's like, so everything's kind of up in the air now. Hold tight, everyone will get their stuff before the stitch along starts. Along starts in September. Gotta get here sooner or later.
Another terrifying thing. So I'm on Blue Sky Live, and I saw a Blue Sky post from an author about how her book got like auto flagged as obscene at the United States Postal Service. Like, so she went to go like mail it to somebody in the UK, and dude scanned it in or whatever, and like didn't hit any buttons or anything. Like the computer just flagged it as obscene, ostensibly because the author is a trans author. So anything they make, which would include just like a book about ghost stories, is apparently getting auto-flagged by an artificial intelligence program implemented in our postal service. And
Or obscene, whatever the hell that means. Why is it anyone's business what you're mailing to people? Naturally, that they paid you to mail.
Yep. And I just want to take a quick. I hate the use of the term artificial intelligence. It should just be like language learning models or autocomplete plus, whichever one you prefer. But like referring it to artificial, I feel like that's just gonna piss off actual artificial intelligence if and when that happens. You know, right?
Look back and be like, really?
Oh yeah, we have some humans over here. They're a little hairier and eating their own shit. You know, like that's. So, like, yeah, so they're using an LLM at the fucking post office, and it's auto-flagging stuff, and, yeah, dude, that's super fucked. Like, that's, it's like a weird merging of 1984 and Idiocracy. You know?
yeah,
We're being the worst cyber dystopia. Like,
Yeah.
I can't get cool cyber legs, what?
Yeah, no cool cyber legs, but pretty soon we will have Gatorade coming through sprinklers.
So Blitz Crave. You know, I had a hair gel with electrolyte one time.
You had a hair gel with electrolytes.
Yes, I was buying it for costume makeup because, fun fact, if you want to do a convincing burn prosthetic, you need to look all shiny, and so for that you need like the cheapest fucking hair gel that you can get, and it's like I forget what their hold was. They're like hold of 70. Like, yeah, what? What does this mean? And it's like within electrolyte. It's like, is it what my hair? What? I never used it on my hair, so I couldn't tell you if, in fact, it was what my hair craved. It worked fine on my arm, so that was good.
your hair craves electrolytes.
Right?
Part of me is just like flabbergasted by the audacity and also the courage of the copywriter, right? To be like, oh yeah, no, this that's a fucking electrolyte. Hey, it has electrolytes in it on the box. Like, wow, dude. I thought I had big balls, but like I don't even know.
Well, that was like 13 years ago, so like they were far.
Damn.
I mean, not before Idiocracy, obviously.
Fuck. Okay. Well, that's a nice that's a nice palate cleanser. Thank you so much for that. That was great. All right. Let me see. What do we got next? Oh yeah. No, that's the one I wanted. Oh, I didn't actually hit it. That's why. Here we go. There we go. So WotC has released a new Unearthed Arcana, and it's all about apocalyptic classes, but the suspicion is that it's all very Dark Sun. Um, and two of the subclasses in there. One of them is Gladiator, another of them is Sorcerer King. Both of which are fixtures of Dark Sun. If you don't know what Dark Sun is, Dark Sun was a second edition D&D campaign setting that revolved around cruelty and slavery in like a big desert world that's on the verge of I guess desolation, because it's just all these like sorcerer kings fighting one another.
Like use of certain magic, like desiccate water or something, and that's why everything's all terrible.
Yes. But obviously, because slavery is an intrinsic part of it, it's not been revived until now, because I guess now is the time for us all to slide backwards.
I mean, I suppose on the most optimistic side, it could be, well, the ultra rich using their ancestors to like take water from the rest of the world is topical social commentary.
I suppose, yeah, and maybe who knows? Maybe they got a new Dark Sun where they completely write out slavery, or there's a rebellion or something, and they turn around.
Like a rebellion somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's the
holding my breath. Go ahead.
that's the campaign where like the campaign setting where like you wanted to use certain types of magic, like not just like the water, just like rip the life out of like the planet, right? Like the foliage and like that's how you ended up with the droughts.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like mostly a desert.
Let's see.
The main thing I remember is that half dwarves existed and they were called mules.
Oh, isn't this the one where they had the cool cannibal halflings?
I don't know, but
Little psychic cannibal halflings. Yeah, I think they're from Dark Sun. But yeah, last time we saw it was fourth. Did they have a fourth edition for it? Really? Yeah, they did in 2010.
I just had a flashback to like Book of Vile Darkness from like 3.5, where there were like like a specific breed of like cannibal halflings. And
Oh.
now I'm just like, I wonder if that was like a pullover into or out of Dark Sun.
Let me see.
That was a very wild book.
I was gonna say 3.5 had some wild.
Yeah, halflings are cannibals in Dark Sun. Confirmed.
Have I told you all about the Silverheart prestige class? I think maybe I did. It's my favorite, like 3.5 was weird reference.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's a prestige class you can only go into if you are a female, virgin, elf, or half elf. And
Okay.
you make a bond with a unicorn, and you essentially become a unicorn paladin. And, like, there are all sorts of commentary we could have. Like, if you cease being a virgin, your unicorn friend will leave you unless you're of a sufficiently high level in the class, at which point you, like, lose your abilities, but your unicorn buddy still hangs around. But what always stuck with me about it was it talks about, like, occasionally there are drow maidens that can take this if they're, like, Dritz-Warden of Lady...
Illustrate. Yeah.
Yeah, but in sea elves specifically, we're like, and sea elves ride narwhal. So the unicorns of the sea. But if you're going to give me like the 3-foot healing radius from a narwhal, I need some explanation here. Like, you can't just good. Unicorn kelpies or some shit.
Seahorse.
Because like I feel like there would be a stupid conversation where like the narwhal's just like, oh yes, the unicorns are land cousins. Narwhal, you can talk. You can always talk. You are the only one worthy.
Yes, there was also a prestige class that I believe you could only get by sacrificing like a ridiculous. It was maybe from Vile Darkness that you could only take levels in it if you sacrificed a certain amount of good aligned members of your own race. And I was thinking, if you were a drow of that prestige class, you would have to be like, you would have to have so many like balls because like you would have to be hunting down the Dritz-Warden of the world, sacrificing these people.
Oh, do they have to be good? They have to be good aligned? Yeah. No, that would be. never happening. I don't think there are enough drow.
I assume it would be like, well, you can sacrifice good life elves.
Yeah, yeah.
You get hardline, like good life drow only.
Yeah.
3-5.
3.5 just had so much crazy stuff.
A wild
Also,
time.
remember like the random thing of like, hey, here's this dragon villain who is possessed by a demon, and the demon gives it drugs so that it allows it to like easily possess and empower like the dragon. I was like, the what?
This is our heroin dragon. Welcome to 3.5.
Demon possessed heroin dragon, yeah.
Oh. I do have black smoke dragons in Mists of Akuma who do possess people. They turn into smoke and just like fly into your body. No, they just fly into you. They're just like a bad kung fu flick. Yeah. All right.
So,
Whew.
before we move on to other media of interest,
Oh.
Considering censorship and all that jazz, I've got my PBS's Punk.
Oh yeah, yes, good.
Nice.
Just a reminder to everybody, donate to your local public podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get streaming services through them. Cascade PBS, in fact.
That's good. I wish I should do that. When I sell the car, because I'm in the process of selling a car, I'll probably do some of that with that money. Also, if you're in the Pittsburgh area and trying to buy a 2010 Sebring with 66,500 miles on it, gently used, rear view camera, powered and heated seats, let me know. Just past inspection. Anyway,
I do remember like seeing you post about that in my immediate head and just go like, it would be so funny to see Mike doing like Vanna White poses. It's like, see.
I did a photo shoot with it. Maybe if it doesn't sell in the next couple of weeks, we'll do another one. I could put on the Spider-Man suit, and I think that would probably have an impact. And to be clear, I have a Spider-Man suit, but it's a suit that looks like Spider-Man's, like it's a sports coat that looks like Spider-Man's suit, and it's a vibe. It's a vibe, but I pull it off well. People request it. Like I show up at weddings and stuff, and like some people are very angry, and then they see like whoever it is hosting, like ah, and they're just like, what the fuck? But like, yeah, no, it was a good buy. It's the best suit I've ever bought. It's like $90.
Well, in the hypothetical that you attend my funeral, I request that you do so in the Spider-Man suit.
Okay, quick segue. We don't do regular parties, but we started doing Steph Master parties, which is basically just Taskmaster, where my wife gets to be the Taskmaster. And the next one, the like bring your own, like bring an item, is always the first contest that is done out of the 6 contests. The next one's going to be the best shirt to wear to the funeral of a person you don't like. Yeah, I can't wait. And whoever wins gets however many shirts to take home. They'll never ever wear.
Amazing.
Uh,
What was his name? The focus on the James Dobson. I will imagine what I would wear to James Dobson's funeral.
yes. All right. Wizard of the Coast released a new RPG. I don't really care. It's a sci-fi thing. Exodus. You guys have anything to say about Exodus? Yeah. All right. I am excited about Dawn of War 4, which is a video game. If you guys ever played Dawn of War games, they're like, what is it? Real-time strategy, RTS. So like Command and Conquer, kind of, but you're Space Marines and shit. Dawn of War 1, awesome. Dawn of War 2, awesome. The like 7 or 8 fucking expansions for Dawn of War 2, all fucking banging. There was an intergalactic campaign that you ended up doing in the 1. I played through it like like multiple times. Dawn of War 3, 8 shit. It sucked. It was like all centralized around one character, and they changed the gameplay, and it was just like I finished it, but I felt bad, like like where you finish a plate of food, you shouldn't have finished a plate of food, and it wasn't really good food. You didn't want to throw it away, and like then your stomach, and like that was what I got out of it. But the video for the 4th one, very promising. It looks like a return to form. Looks like they're including a Mechanicus faction, which is dope. Yeah, I'm stoked for that. That's what I got.
Team, anything that you've been interested in?
just got into Stardew Valley just because a friend got it for me, so I'm way late, but it is very soothing. So I started kind of trying to learn more about, I guess they're called cozy games, and
Cozy
more like
core.
the games where like you play with other people. So it's led me down like a crazy like rabbit hole of there are games, and this is where I'm going to pause because I remember seeing the videos and I don't remember the names of the things. I just saved them in my Instagram and go back. But there's like one where, in terms of group games, like there's one where it's like you're trying to climb a mountain with other people. Um, there's another one that's supposed to be a mix between, it's like cozy horror. So it's basically like it's set in some kind of horror setting where you're playing with your friends, but you're basically just trying to like survive, and like you're building up like your own little base in a horror setting.
Don't starve together.
Maybe that's it. There's just been like a lot of very interesting, I guess like you would call them like indie concept games. I think the one that I was trying to find, this isn't a horror one, but it's one I saw like a while back. It's basically you and your friends pile into like an RV, and you're trying to survive like in the woods and like out in the wilderness. So like you're building on like plants on top of your RV in order to have food. Occasionally your RV will break down. You have to go find stuff in order to fix it up, like that sort of craziness.
I was gonna say, did you come across Cozy Grove?
Cozy, what's called?
Cozy Grove. It's sort of
Writing
a
it down.
gentle, spooky thing. It's not horror. Like, you're a member of the Spirit Scouts, so essentially, you know, Girl Guides, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever. You're a small child who can see ghosts, and you're supposed to be going on your first solo trip to the very safe, very well-known Cozy Cove, but your scoutmaster is dangerously incompetent and accidentally sent you to Cozy Grove, which is outrageously haunted and the site of like ancient burial grounds and
Oh,
things.
that's awesome.
And it's basically it plays sort of like a mobile game in that there's only so many quests you can have per day. But the more you unlock ghosts and the more you get closer to them, you can do more like each day. And there's a crafting component, and it's not very survivally. Um, it is very sad, and it will punch you in the feels repeatedly. But I definitely recommend if you already have a Netflix subscription, they do have a mobile game version, which is actually quite good, and you can play it with your friends. Sort of in the like send each other gifts sort of way.
Does Cult of the is Cult of the Lamb count as cozy core, or is that just like a weird farming sim, or
I think it's adjacent. I wouldn't call it cozy, but it's not like it's graphic.
like it's cute? Like, everything's cute
Yeah,
about it. Like, yeah,
but also like you're running a murder cult or something, right?
yeah. Steph got real into it. They're doing a DLC that they announced last week. I don't know if it's gonna be free or not. Probably will be, knowing them. Look cool. It's cool. It's a fun game if you're interested in building your own cult. Probably a fun exercise.
You know, as you do.
As one does.
And I'm still playing Phoenix DLC.
Damn.
Yeah, had to take some time off of it, so but the Lost Gods is definitely like padding for time, and I'm a little judgy. But I will say they had a great iteration of Hestia, and her storyline was a little truncated. But basically, spoiler warning, I guess. She ends up going, nope, like kind, sweet, gentle Hestia out the door. I'm going home. I'm giving Zeus a piece of my mind, and I'm lighting his beard on fire.
Uh,
Like justice for Hestia. Pick your own justice, Hestia.
that's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm still mad that it could have been like its own cool game, but like they had to run off and go do Assassin's Creed or something. And maybe it never would have been its own game, but it could have been. Like they could have given me cutscenes, they could have given me voice acting. Like it just reads as we wanted to make a Phoenix game that was kind of like Hades, but we didn't have a lot of voice actors on hand.
I had the thought that maybe it was gonna be a PSP game.
Maybe it definitely has that like over the top vibe that I kind of
It doesn't feel like it's making the full use of the console's like capabilities. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that the camera angle is weird keeps you from seeing most of the world.
Mhm.
And like the graphics aren't quite as goofy as the main Phoenix game is, but it's still a really pretty game. And like, if I want to climb a cliff, I have no idea how high that cliff is. I just gotta cross my fingers and hope I don't run out of stamina and die.
Okay. Yeah. No. Maybe I'll pop that back on. I was at the library earlier and they had fuck. I don't know what it's. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna go get it.
Fun fact: you can indeed rent TTRPG books from the library, which I just
Bam.
I don't know if my library's cool enough for that. Ooh.
Yes.
Yakuza's.
Pirate Yakuza. Yes. I wasn't gonna do it. This is the PS5 version. Yeah, I prefer the Like a Dragon games, which are basically like old school RPGs. But crazy. This is more of a brawler, but I was like, whatever. If I don't like it, I'll just bring it right back to the library. Whatever. Didn't cost me nothing, so hopefully it's fun.
Library that has video games.
You know what? Andrew Carnegie was a dick, and it makes me angry that so much of his name is on the city. But I'll give him this. He gave some money to the library, and we're all benefiting from it, so thank you for that, you fucking cockbite. He was not a nice dude, man.
He did something.
There's, what's the joke? It's like, a dude's like starving, and he goes to Andrew Carnegie's door, and he like bats on it until he comes, and he's like, how can I help you? And he's like, I am so hungry, I gotta feed my family. And he's like, here's a piano. And like, that is literally the man's fucking philosophy for the whole fucking city. And like, Carnegie Mellon University, all of it is built in such a way that like the classrooms and stuff that he built could have been easily transformed into like foundry floors and stuff in case the college thing didn't work out. Yeah, right? So not a good guy, but like his name's everywhere over here. Yeah.
It reminds me of where I grew up in Southern Illinois. There was a school district that when they built the new school, they were so certain that they were almost certainly going to close down that they built it so that it could be converted into a prison.
Oh, damn.
So,
Talk about knowledge prison. Holy fucking shit.
yeah, we went there for Scholar Bowl meets a couple times, and it's like, ooh, this is uncomfy, actually. These windows are itty bitty, and like there weren't bars on them or anything, but like it was just this side of hostile architecture.
You know, this is a random thing, but I think what this is really stupid, but the thing got me. Sorry. Really cool thing that you just did is kind of like highlight this idea of like hostile architecture, but also like how a building which has no emotions or feelings can give off its own like certain like vibe in
Oh, yeah.
terms of like, especially like for setting up like stuff in like video games and TTRPGs, because like one thing I remember reading was your location should have its own character sheet, and I felt that you gave that school a character sheet in that description.
You need to find where I went to college. They had a building. It's called Feiner Hall. It's where all the liberal arts hang out, and it was done in a style called brutalism.
Yeah, I was about to talk about brutalism. Yeah, Plazvar Hall at Pitt is a great example.
Yeah, and the school was not done in brutalism, but in the same way, Akeem, you could give Feiner its own character sheet. Like, you had to, like, there were 3 different sections, and you had to go either up or down stairs to get to them, even though the whole building looks just square from the outside.
Yep.
It was built backwards because it had, like, concrete slabs that were meant to keep the sun out of your eyes as the sun went down. And they were pointed the wrong way. It always in everybody's eyes.
It's funny because I didn't know much about Doom, so I was just like, oh, I just want like a military guy. And it was just like, oh, okay, like describe like your, I forget like the terminology, like your house or like whatever your root is in Doom. And I was like, oh yeah, like we just use rootless architecture. It's just like all militarized. So it's either like big old stone slabs because it's like the most easily obtainable resource. So it was basically like, all right, we just take this rock and then we just carve it into a square and everybody will sit on it. And then the next time that like if something happens to it, we just get another square and just slide it out and move the new one in.
That does remind me of, which is TTRPG related actually, Invisible Sun, which was done by Monty Cook, the same person who do Cypher. It's in a similar but slightly different system. I think it's team based if I remember right. Anyway, the point is that every character is a wizard of some sort, and your house is like a thing. Like you give your house aspects and secrets, and like you can have a guard swan, I remember, that just keeps an eye on your house, and it's a whole thing. Like when you make your character and your house and your whatever as a group, and everybody like pitches in ideas for you. It's a very cool game in concept. It's kind of clunky in practice, but yeah, no, I think you're right, Akeem. I think there is definitely like legs for give your house a character.
Oh, you know what happened this last week? My friends Sammy and Rafe are gonna have a baby. I think today or tomorrow. They're like inducing it. It's their second one, and they want me to run like a campaign for them before like this happened because they know after the first one like they're not gonna be available for months and months and months. So yeah, I've been running for a while. It's fun. They're all playing monks in Soberin and Mists of Akuma, so it's like it's that dynamic. And we finished up with maybe the last game ever, maybe just the stopping point. But I got to finish the B plot line, which was like they become friends with a retired adventurer who keeps getting like hunted down by his bastard children that he abandoned. And it starts off with like, yeah, it starts off with just like like a half sea elf or whatever, and then like it's like a half orc, and then it's like a half monster, and then like it ends with half ghost twins. And they managed to roll like nat 20s on their fucking gather information checks and stuff. So I had to like make up a story about the ghost that this dude fucked and like how half ghost. Yeah, like I had to just the most bizarre improv I've ever had to deal with in a game. They had a great time, and it ended with them fighting a house from the inside of the house. They got tricked into a house mimic, basically, Tsukumagami. And, like, yeah, so it was a really good game for them. I think I hit a good climax for... Like, hopefully we'll get to pick up on again, but if it's their last game, they get to play for the next foreseeable decade or whatever. Like, cool.
Right. That's wild. Actually, that reminds me of Invisible Sun. I wonder if they took the Tsukiogami concept, because there's a...
Oh, I think Gygax just fucking took it. I think Mimics, he just, like, saw some Tsukumagami at some point and was like, oh, yeah, what if a treasure chest was like that? And, like, boom.
It totally makes sense. But in this case, if you leave a house or furniture or whatever, if you leave it, like, you don't interact with it for a while, it grows spider legs. The spidering.
That's just it?
Yeah, and then they attack you.
Oh, they attack you. Okay.
It grows spider legs. It gets aggressive.
I thought it just grew spider legs and then, like, wandered around. Really weird, but I don't know if I'd be, like, panicking. Like,
But yeah, I remember we were dealing with some furniture in the house we were like scoping out, and we thought we had it in hand until all of a sudden the house started moving.
yeah.
I've seen. I just love mimics. They're like my favorite monster. Well, top 10.
They're good.
I just love like the one someone said, like what happens if mimics like were in our world today, and someone goes like Amazon patches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eat porch pirates and then look like bigger boxes so more people come to steal them. So good.
Yeah. And it would be a huge conglomerate like Amazon that would be like implementing such a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking they rose spontaneously to adapt to Amazon, but the idea of it being Amazon on purpose totally bothers.
The trucks are just like specialized hatching and like containment units.
Mm-hmm. Um, this is a brilliant idea. So one of the companies that I work for, Action Fiction, like they do American parody type stuff, and like my brain is still like, oh, this sounds awesome for that. Um, because like in my head, I do remember reading some other. I don't know if this was like actual 3.5 D&D lore or like somebody did homebrew, but like the idea was like mimics would have little itty bitty mimic babies that were the size and looked like gold coins,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's how like they would spread to different locations. And so like someone also did one where it was like, oh, like you have like the mimic house, and like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So it's like the mimic cabin, the mimic house, and then the mimic castle. And at one point, it was basically like a mimic traveling like surface, where it basically had a symbiotic relationship with a group of people. So
That's cool.
this gets nuts.
You talking about the American stuff? I need to find it. It was on Kickstarter, and it was basically like it's called like Legends of America or something, where like Karen,
Monsters of
like
America.
Monsters of America. There we go. Like a Karen was like an encounter. Sir
Yes.
William Mays, God of Commerce, was their like announcer.
Yes. I worked on the one where it was the food related one, restaurants and retail. But they also did like horror ones, like where it's like parodies of folklore and like urban legends and stuff. I don't know why, but like Mothman became booty thick
I
and
mean,
thirst trap.
of course.
Yeah. It just became like a whole like internal thing, and I loved it. And then what was it for Monsters of America? Like it was also just like stupid stuff. Like we made like stale McDonald's food were weapons.
Excellent.
And then the one that I was thinking of was like, oh, I did like this whole thing about like pink slime. I don't know if you've ever heard of that terminology, but
Yeah.
like uh, the mascot was basically filled with pink slime and would kidnap people. So
The Cryptid Chronicle 1. Is that what that is?
yeah, so like Crypto Chronicle, that one was the folklore, and then the parodies of different corporations, that was restaurants and retail.
Yeah, it caught my attention because of the Billy Mays reference. I think
Oh
I
yeah.
mentioned on here my flashbulb memory of Billy Mays dying.
I am.
We also have Guy Fieri as a paladin. Well, rephrase. He is.
What was Billy Mays? He was a cousin,
No,
or
that's Lord Bits. Guy Fieri is in it.
I think Billy Mays was my second cousin.
Related to Billy Mays.
Yeah, on my dad's side. Strangely enough. Yeah. Found out when I was selling my truck, and my dad just like brought up casually. I was like, "What? What do you mean, Dad? What the fuck?" I mean, like, he's dead, so it's a little late, but like, it would have been nice to know.
Interesting personal trivia, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Never met him or anything like that. Not like he showed up to any family events or anything that we have any, but like, yeah. Yeah.
Flashbulb memory of Billy Mays. Because the night before, someone did slam poetry in the style of Billy Mays, and the next morning he was dead, and we're like, were you dead? He was dead.
Oh shit. Or did they? Was their slam poetry so hard that it killed Billy Mays?
Someone inferred that I killed someone via a typo. So who knows what's possible.
Okay. Well. So this still just sounds like bells to you?
Yeah. Because that just sounds like weird Mamma Mia adjacent horn noises.
Huh. All right. I'm gonna check that sound
I
file.
heard. I think it's because the cursing gets bleeped out, so it sounds.
Oh. Yeah. 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 It gets bleeped out. It gets bleeped out. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get better stuff
Is
on
it
it.
not supposed to?
No, it's supposed to. It's supposed to. It's supposed to. I just can't hear the soundboard. Like I've.
Context around the sound to figure out what it is with the
Yeah.
context.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I think that we have done it. Although that's probably not the sound that we want our exit on.
I mean, we haven't even talked about Shadow Wizard Bunny.
Oh, are we, do we have time? Yeah,
I have time if y'all have time.
You got time for
I have
Shadow Wizard Bunny Money Gang?
like maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll do 10 minutes.
So, like, so is this with Shadow Wizard Bunny Money Gang? Is this like
Hold on,
a
let's
game made for this?
remind ourselves what the Shadow Wizard Bunny Money Gang is about.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
What is it they love? Because again, I can't actually hear the
Casting spell.
casting spells. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's see. Love casting spells. Don't love carrots, but do love roughage.
Yes, important.
If you are out there feeding carrots to rabbits, please stop it. That's a joke. That was a joke about Bugs Bunny making fun of which one is it? Groucho Marx? Yeah. It's they don't like. They'll eat it the same way my dogs will eat fucking like hamburger buns. It's not good for the rabbit. Give them fucking lettuce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we? So here's my question: Are we doing? Are we doing Shadow Wizard Bunny Gang or Shadow Wizard Money Gang?
Both. Shadow Wizard Bunny Money
Bunny
Gang.
Gang, you said.
Yeah.
Bunny
Bunny
Gang.
Bunny
Okay.
Gang.
Love casting spells.
Yep, so I feel like the distinction whether bunny or money comes first is important because, like, is it bunny money? Like, is it money that has to do with bunnies? Or is it bunnies that have to do with money?
Bunnies that have to do with money.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be money bunny.
You want Money Bunny? Okay. I'm amenable to that. Shadow Wizard Money Bunny Gang. Alright, I feel like casting spells should probably cost money, thus why we are the Money Gang. And there should be something bad about casting spells, because you have to be part of a shadowy gang.
I mean, I think what we should determine is this a game specifically about being Shadow Wizard Money Bunnies? Or, like, are we doing it in a different, like, mechanic? Like, is this like D&D where you are Shadow Wizard Money Bunnies? Or is this like a one-page RPG where you need money to cast spells and are a rabbit?
One-page RPG where you need money to cast spells and are a rabbit.
So how do we get money? Because we love casting spells, so we're probably like kind of shady.
In my head, I have this idea of like this is so stupid. I'm just gonna say it. Like we are essentially a gang of like humanoid rabbits, right? Kind of like I guess the example would be like the villain from Devil May Cry, like the TV show / like anime, like fancy like suits, and like the idea is basically we're trying to cast a ritual that will get us money in like the contextual sense of like, oh, we're gonna cast like a ritual to like summon the demon who's gonna give us money, but like the world, like whatever it is that we're doing, we get what we want, but like it has like drastic consequences for everybody else, and like in this case, like we would be not even anti, we would just be villainous protagonists. Like that's like our thing is to basically build up like the clock, like from Fabula Ultima of like how to actually do like our evil ritual, where our opposing thing is heroes who want to stop us. But in my head, I'm just like, this is so silly.
Okay.
This is why I like it.
Shadow Wizard Money Bunny Gang.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it should be bunnies more in the Teenage Mutant Turtle kind of Usagi bunny. Like I hated that character from Devil May Cry. That was such a weird way they went with that. But yeah, like more like fully anthropomorphized human-sized bunnies,
like Judy Hop.
or maybe halfling-sized bunnies. Yeah, Judy Hop. Sure. And yeah, spellcasting and bad having drastic consequences for everyone else. I don't know if we need to throw a whole meta narrative over on top of it yet or not. Like that the end game is like summon the demon Etrigan who will give you, all the gold. What kind of world is the Shadow Wizard Money Bunny Gang ostensibly set in? Is it medieval fantasy? Is it modern day? Are we doing like straight up TMNT vibes? Like
Feeling sort of Shadowrun, like cyberpunk.
cyberpunk. Okay, cyberpunk. All right, that's two out of three. All right, I'm not against it. So cyberpunk setting, and is everybody a bunny?
I feel like everybody's a bunny.
Everybody
Be
is
a
a bunny.
different shade of bunny. That's fine. But
Okay.
it might also be like you're a mouse with who like is pretending to be a bunny the whole time.
Oh, okay. Okay, no. Yes. All right. So what if the bunnies have innate magic, and mice are technologically inclined, and so like, yeah. All right. You are a bunny person, and also a mouse person. Bunny person with innate magic. You're also a mouse person with, I don't know, technological expertise. So
Are you pretending that it's magic so that you can be part of
the Shadow Wizard money. I think that we're gonna so like my tack was that like the mouse people are like the infrastructure of the Shadow Wizard Money Bunny gang. Like they set up the jobs. It's cyberpunk, right? So you need hackers. You gotta have hackers, and that's where our mouse people come in. So like play begins stilted with the mouse people taking the majority of play because your Money Bunny doesn't have all of his fucking Shadow Wizardry up yet, and then as game progresses, it becomes more about being the Money Bunny and less about being the mouse.
It's like Akeem's play two different characters.
Yes, I'm incorporating that into this right now.
Support person and you play a Shadow Wizard Money Bunny.
Yeah?
This is hilarious. Yeah, I like this.
Entirely down.
All right. So let me see.
What is this like? It's like Ars Magica, where like you have the mage, and then you have like the grods, I think, which are like regular people who do stuff.
Okay, some more expertise.
Familiar with, I think it's Rowan, Rook, and Picard. They do a lot of what they do. Like one a month for the Patreon or something. I ended up finding several of theirs as like a research project.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm working this out on the document too, so I have a bullet list. All right. Yeah, 2 more minutes. So, do you want to declare what kind of wizard you have to be? Are we going to be like, if you're an evoker, that's it, that's what you do?
One picture RPG, I think that would be easiest.
Yeah.
I also feel like it kind of sets you into roles, which would be good because that's like, now you have to be creative about how your abjuration can help you, do this heist or whatever. Okay. Okay. Choose your school. Yeah, what's up, bot?
We're worthy of plots.
011001111000011111101. Went on too long.
The best part about this, there is like some stupid thing I remember where like they would translate it into 01s, whatever you put in. But yeah, I like this idea of like them using like the standard, like what is it, 8?
Yeah, evoker, divination, blah blah blah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go over in between shows. Like I said, I've got some little page RPGs. I'm gonna see if I can make this fit in an aesthetically pleasing manner.
Choose
Obviously, we're not done, but it'd be nice to like look
your best at. Okay.
poorly doodle bunnies on it.
Do heists, make money, cast spells. Okay. All right. I think we have some. I think we have the start of something here.
Alright, fantastic. Well, thank you for undertaking this nonsense, friends.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. That was a good, fun 5 minute exercise. I was like, okay. Before we go, we should remember to tell people where they can find us. I am on the Blue Sky as I think Mike.Myler. Not hard to find. And there's a website, MikeMyler.com. You'll find me through there as well. So, come bother me.
Yeah, you can find me on Blue Sky at I believe Savannah.Broadway at Blue Sky. There's only so many of me. Yes, Remy. And you haven't seen her today because she is shy, but I have a conure named Remy, who you can see her Twitter backlog at Wreck-It Remedem. She is Blue Sky because, you know, that's where birds are, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. And Keith?
I am on Blue Sky as Ogre King because I am slowly building up an actual social media presence. And cross fingers, eventually I will have a website that I can submit to.
Ayy.
I've not
That is
gotten
my
there
goal
in
for the year.
13 years, so by all means, I appreciate that.
Cross fingers.
Okay. Let me see. I got the thingy. I just. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. I can't actually hear it. I'm assuming I'm on beat. All right. Thanks everybody, and we'll be back another time.